Our journey begins with a simple, humbling fact. Our sun is just one star, among 400 billion in the Milky Way galaxy alone. And our galaxy is just one, among an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The numbers are so vast, they are essentially meaningless. They are a testament to infinity. Within this cosmic ocean, there are billions upon billions of planets orbiting stars just like our own. Planets of rock and water existing in the gentle, life-giving habitable zone. Given these odds, our universe should be a bustling, noisy metropolis of life. It should be a grand cosmic conversation, filled with signals, starships, and the works of ancient empires. The night sky should be alive with evidence. But when we point our telescopes to the heavens and listen, we are met with nothing. Just a profound, unnerving, and absolute silence. This discrepancy between the mathematical certainty of life and the stark reality of its absence is the heart of a question that has haunted scientists and philosophers for decades. It was a question famously asked during a casual lunch in 1950 by the brilliant physicist Enrico Fermi. Surrounded by his colleagues discussing the possibility of alien life, he simply looked up and asked, "But where is everybody?" This simple question, born from a moment of insight, became known as the Fermi paradox. It is perhaps the most terrifying and important question we can ask, and every possible answer to it changes our understanding of our place in the cosmos. There are, broadly, 3 categories of answers to Fermi's question. The first, and perhaps simplest, is that we are alone. This is the rare Earth hypothesis. It suggests that while planets may be common, planets like ours are an astronomical miracle. Perhaps the initial spark of life, the jump from non-living chemistry to biology, is an almost impossible event. Or perhaps the evolution of complex, intelligent life is the true barrier. This theory posits that the specific conditions on Earth are an extraordinary coincidence. In this scenario, the silence we hear is simply the sound of emptiness. The universe is not a graveyard of dead civilizations. It is a barren womb, and we may be its first and only child. It is a lonely, but also a uniquely hopeful position to be in. The second category of answers is more complex. It suggests that they are out there, but we simply cannot perceive them. One version is the zoo hypothesis. It imagines that advanced civilizations are aware of us, but they observe us from a distance, like cosmic zookeepers watching a new species. They have a strict policy of non-interference, waiting for us to reach a certain level of maturity. Another possibility is a failure of communication. Their technology may be so advanced that their signals are indistinguishable from natural. Background noise to us, it would be like trying to show an email to a medieval knight. The very concept of the communication is beyond our grasp. But a darker version of this idea is the dark forest hypothesis. This theory imagines the universe not as a friendly neighborhood, but as a dark forest filled with silent hunters. In this forest, every civilization is a potential threat. The safest course of action is to remain absolutely silent, because any civilization that makes a sound that reveals its location is immediately and ruthlessly exterminated by others to eliminate competition. In this terrifying scenario, the silence is not emptiness. It is fear. But the third category of answers is perhaps the most profound. It is the theory of the Great Filter. This idea proposes that there is some barrier, some monumental challenge, that stands in the way of a species becoming interstellar. It is a wall that almost every single civilization in the history of the universe has failed to overcome. This great filter could be behind us. If the spark of life was the filter, then we are one of the lucky few who have passed it. But what if the filter is not behind us? What if the hardest test is still to come? This is the most chilling implication of the Fermi paradox. It suggests that life and intelligence may be common, but they are always destroyed before they can leave their home world. The filter could be a natural disaster that periodically sterilizes galaxies. But most likely, the filter is something we create ourselves. It is the specter of nuclear war, the catastrophe of runaway climate change, or the existential threat of an uncontrolled artificial intelligence. If this is true, then we are not special. We are simply standing in a long line waiting our turn. The silence we hear from the cosmos is the collected silence of all the civilizations that stood where we stand now, on the cusp of greatness, and failed. The Fermi paradox, in the end, forces us to look away from the stars and turn our gaze back upon ourselves. Silence of the universe becomes a mirror. It reflects our own fragility, our own potential, and the immense weight of the choice that lies before us. The question is not just where is everybody, it is, will we make it? Will we be just another silent ghost in the cosmic graveyard? Or will we be the first to break the silence and finally answer back?